Welcome back, friends. Hello. I hope you all are doing great. Today the recipe I'm gonna make is spinach with ground mutton, which is keema palak. For this, I have 1 pound of ground mutton. I have 10 ounces of frozen spinach, which I have thawed, and then 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. I have 2 medium sliced onion, 3 small tomatoes chopped. In the dry spices, I have half teaspoon of red chili powder, quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoonful of salt, and half teaspoon of zira powder, which is cumin powder. If you don't have it, you can add the cumin seeds, which is white zira, in the beginning before starting to fry the onion. For the end, I have this fenugreek leaves, which are Qasuri Meethi, masala powder, and this lemon juice, which is 1 tablespoon. So for the recipe, I have 1/3 cup of oil, and I'm gonna fry this sliced onion until as soon as the onions have started to change their color to very beautiful light brown, we have to add the ground meat to it. I have the ground mutton, which is 1 pound, so I'm gonna add it to it. After adding the ground meat to the fried onions, we'll add 1.5 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and give it a mix and fry it for another minute or two. After frying the meat with the fried onion and the ginger garlic paste for a minute or two, we'll add all the dry spices to it and give it a mix. After adding the dry spices, mix it and cook it together on medium-high flame for 2 to 3 minutes until all the spices looks nicely mixed together and the meat has changed its color to light brown. We have not added any water to it, and we are just frying it and cooking it on medium-high flame. Like in 3 to 4 minutes of cooking, we will see that the oil will start to separate, and at this point we will add 3 small or 2 medium chopped tomatoes. After adding the tomatoes, still on medium-high flame, we will cook it for 2 minutes continuously, and then we will add the spinach. I have the frozen 10-ounce packet of spinach. Otherwise, you can have 1 pack of spinach, which is around 1 pound. Cut it evenly and then wash it. I like to add equal portions of ground mutton or beef and the spinach to it. Now it has been more than 2 minutes of frying the tomatoes, ground mutton, spices, everything, and now I'm adding the cut and clean spinach to it. Give it a nice mix. Keep cooking all of it together. After adding the spinach and mixing it and cooking it for 1 to 2 minutes, I'm gonna add only 2 tablespoons of water. Otherwise, it has enough water of the spinach and the tomatoes. Just adding 2 tablespoons of water, and then I'm gonna cover it and turn the flame to medium low and cook it for 15 to 20 minutes, keeping an eye that we don't want to get it burned or sticking to the bottom of the pan. If we need to add, we can just add a little bit more water. Otherwise, all this water will be enough to cook the meat and the spinach all together in 15 to 20 minutes with the lid cover. So after 15 to 20 minutes, have a look, and now I think most of the water is dry, very little water left. If you are cooking with ground beef, you have to cook it covered on medium to low heat for 25 to 30 minutes. Or if you are making the ground beef in the pressure cooker, you should be cooking it on medium to high flame until 2 whistles, and then let the pressure cool down, and then open it and dry all the extra water on high flame. As I'm using ground mutton, which takes less time to cook, 15 to 20 minutes were enough for it. Now once again on high flame, I'll just cook it for a minute and add 1 tablespoon of fenugreek leaves, which is Qasuri Meethi, half teaspoon full of Garam Masala powder. Mix it. At this point you can check, you can taste the dry spices. You can see if you need more chili powder or you need a little bit more salt. At this point you can add a pinch or two if needed. And then last but not the least, I'll be adding 1 generous tablespoon of lemon juice to it. If you don't like lemon juice, you can omit this ingredient, giving it a mix. And now I'll cover it once again and let it cook on simmer for 5 minutes. Adding a small green chili into 3 pieces or 2 to the dish, and leaving it on simmer is optional. If you don't like green chilies, or if the kids, they have a hard time eating them, please don't add. It's just for garnishing and adding some color to it. Cover it, lower down the flame, cook it on simmer for 5 minutes. See you soon. This is the final look of the spinach with ground mutton or Palak Keema. This is how it looks like, and I hope you try this recipe, enjoy it with your family. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and watch the other videos too. Till next time, take care. Bye bye.